Good morning. I'm Monique Ruffin, your Moon Mama. How are you doing today? Today is Wednesday. Wednesday is Mercury's day, and Mercury's in retrograde right now. So we are in a bit of a interesting internal experience. One of the things that happens when Mercury goes retrograde is you hear a lot of people talking about, all the things you should be afraid of. Don't do contracts. Don't, your communication is going to be misunderstood and all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, there's some truth in that. But as we become more savvy in understanding energy and understanding that energy is very much like nature. It ebbs and it flows. There are times when it's totally external, and then there's times when it's totally internal. Mercury retrograde is a time when the energy is internal, and we are also in an eclipse window right now. The eclipse season started on July 2nd, ends on July 16th. Mercury is retrograde in Leo through that time period. And so what we know as an astrologer, what I know that I'm offering and sharing with you all is that we're in a time when we have a great opportunity to look back at who we've been, how we've been, situations, experiences, behavioral patterns, cycles, and see what has worked, where we are today, what needs to be let go of, and what we are becoming. This is an opportunity to ask, who is it that I'm being? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to become? And in the asking of those questions, you literally shift your mindset because new ideas will come to you. Today, the moon is in Scorpio, and Scorpio is an energy that is investigative in its nature. It's about how we share power. It's about our sexuality. Our sex is a power experience. Sex is energy, right? And so it's in Scorpio that we come to the experience of sharing our power or having power struggles, right? So I know I've been the type of person all of my life who have had tons of power struggles, right? Like and people who power struggle or in power struggles, really power struggling is because we don't know how to own our own power. We don't know how to stand in the truth of who we are. So for me personally, I have had this tendency to sort of show up. I feel docile to people. Like I feel like I'm easy and soft and like I feel very feminine, and that can feel like a weakness. But when someone gets to know me personally, they'll see like, oh, she's not docile. She's self-thinking. She's self-generating, and she's willful on her own. And so what occurs is a power struggle because I have given this idea that I am more leadable and fluid than I really am. So so that's Scorpio though. It's really how we share power. And so today you get to look at what's going on for yourself in relationship to your own power, in relationship to your sexuality. Are you able to be free sexually? Are you able to act and be in the truth of your own sexuality? Most of us don't have access to that, honestly. Most of us are judging ourselves for what we desire sexually, judging others for who they are sexually, because we are sexually deprived in ways that just, it's unbelievable, because we believe that sex is something, sex is sacred, but we hold it in this way that's shadowy so that it is not sacred, actually. We bastardize it, and because we don't use it as it's truly intended or even understand how it's truly intended to be used, individually and in relationship and other ways, we are out of alignment. The truth of the matter is that sex is the way the universe totally reproduces itself all the time. It's a bee to a flower. It's rain to soil. All sex is an act of two energies coming together to create another thing. And so but we have these ideas around it, around morality and around relationship and romance, and none of that is really what is intended for sex. And so because of it, we block our most vital energy from flowing freely. And in doing so, we block our power and our ability to create and generate our lives in the way that we truly desire to, and that really is in alignment with who we are. The conditioning that we live in within this culture has done great injustices to us in our own humanity. And so we are, especially as women, looking for someone to sort of save us, to rescue us, so that we can have access to our power, because we believe that in and of ourselves we do not have power. So we need a partner to help, to be the vehicle to move us through this earth plane, so that we can have and create the lives that we desire to live. And that in and of itself, I've said so much in that moment, but that is the greatest injustice that we do to ourselves sexually as women. One of the things I love is my gay male friends, because they do all the fucking that they want to do, and they have fun, and they are not repressed, and because of it, there's a freedom that they have. I'm sure that there are other things that come with it that are not freedom, right? Because that's the ebb and flow of everything. But sexuality is a real source of power, and we are mismanaging it here in this country. And this is Scorpio moon energy. It's like, how do we come to our sexuality? And because we're in this eclipse time, we have the opportunity to reprogram ourselves. And literally, all you have to do is ask, where am I using my sexual power incorrectly, and how can I shift it? It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Or you can come join the moon room with me, and every month we work on a new theme that is pertinent to our lives: relationships, sexuality, money, family, children, our internal realities, our external realities. And as we do the work to shift this energy archetypally, we align to the greater cosmic influence that is within us and on the outside of us. So during this eclipse window up into July 16th, we have a lot of time to change our minds. That's all it is. And you can change your mind in a split second. I know that there's work that you have to do afterwards, but while we're in this eclipse system, you really can change it in a split second. And you can set up a new system to move yourself forward in a new way. So with that, please sign up for my email list. I'm going to be hosting a full moon meditation with my partner and friend, Cheryl Boucher, over Zoom. And I would love to have you all, because this time, the full moon meditation will help us really release everything else that we don't need as we're moving forward in this next experience of ourselves in the next 6 months to 18 years is really what it is. Because we won't have the North Node and the South Node in the place that it's in for another 18 years or so. So we're starting a new cycle, and I'd love for you to join us. And if you want to get the link, you have to sign up for my email list to join that meditation. It's going to be really lovely. Also, we are in the time of the moon when we are asking, what else can I do? What is it that I can do that will support me that I don't know yet, right? Because you need new ideas and new thoughts and new actions and new choices to get you into a new way of living and experiencing your life. So with that, I am here for you. If you like to get a natal chart reading, go to my Linktree composite relationship chart readings. I love to do those. They're so incredible to see how you and your partner are matched together. What are the strengths between you? What are the challenges that you need to grow from? And that's what life is all about. So again, my name is Monique Ruffin. I'm your Moon Mama. Please sign up for my email list and check me out for support that you need. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.